Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M53 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG, probably a favourite amongst many, and is located on the northeast spawn of Karelia under the command of Crowned Monkey of BVN. Well, you'll note that he's got 2 marks on the barrel already, and in fact he's well on his way to getting 3 marks. Won't be long before he has them. It says welcome to hell on the side of his vehicle, and look at that, he's had more than 1 ace because he's got the 2nd mark on the back of the 2 mark, which normally means you've got more than 1 ace in this vehicle. Let's see how he gets on. He's got the 8-inch howitzer, which is capable of doing 1050 alpha. It will penetrate through 52mm of armour and it's got a burst radius of 11.1 meters and a reload time of 33.32 seconds. And he's scanning for his first target and he's found one, a T29, going up basically north at the moment, headed up towards the pass up there. Rounds out. Well, it was close, and it's 153 hit points, so it counts. I knew it was a tad early. If he'd actually fired just a split second later, I think he probably would have got a direct hit. But any damage is welcome damage. So, next target. Probably going to be either the 7032 or the Tiger 1, but the problem is they're going to disappear from sight momentarily. Unless somebody's spotting them. He fires around in a blind shot. I think that was pretty close to the Tiger 1. We do have a spotter down there, an AMX 1357. He's sitting in the bushes a little way down there, but he can't see them all the time, and when the tanks go behind the rock, they do momentarily disappear. Now the horseshoe, which is where he's aiming now, is also an important part of this game. If you can dislodge the enemy from the horseshoe, you gain a major advantage in how this game flows, because the horseshoe enables you to shoot at the enemy tanks who are going up the north end of the map. Okay, Tiger 1's gone around the corner. And there's the Emil. Now he's not loaded yet, so he's just going to wait a little while. 33.32 seconds. It is a long time, but he's not using premium consumables. He can probably knock at least maybe a second and a half off that reload time with premium consumables. Rounds out the Tiger 1. Good hit. Excellent hit. 388, non-penetrating, but it is a lot of damage. And that 257, well, unfortunately, he should have pulled back, and as a consequence, he's probably now going to get assaulted from behind by the 7032, whilst the Emil and the Tiger 1 are in front. Okay, now which one does he go for next? The Tiger 1 is a one-shot. The Emil is half gone, but he could get a lot of damage off that guy. He's now loaded. He's actually aiming for the 703. Direct hit right on his turret. 511 hit points, even better than the last one. Looks like somebody took a big chunk out of the Emil, and he's gone. And it was the AMX 1357 who shredded him. Now let's hope the SU-152 can do the same to the 7032 when he comes around that corner. Crown Monkey's decided he can move up again, and the 703 is actually pulling back because I think he knows he's lost most of his teammates. The Tiger 1 was taken down. The Emil was taken down, and he's now all alone and getting punctured. That 1357 doesn't have a very powerful gun, but it does fire an awful lot of shells very quickly. And oh no, that was bad news. The SU-152 got taken out by the 7032, but I think he's about to die. Yep. That's pretty fatal. I've done that myself, and it's very satisfying. Enemy tank thinks, oh, I've got this. Oh, the Tiger 1 wasn't taken out, but he is now. I think that might have even been a ram kill by the AMX 1357, would you believe it? Okay, SU-101 hiding behind the rock. It looks like the enemy is being forced out of the southern pass. In fact, now we're seeing a 45 TP just basically hanging on there with an IS-6. He fires the round in and... oh, yes! Good kill. 112. 112 hit points. We lose the Leo to the CS-59 though. And I think that IS-6 is in a bit of trouble. But that was a nice kill, that was. Difficult one as well. The guy came forward and he took the shell. We lost the IS-6. Taken out by the Object 257 on the enemy team. In fact, another target's coming to sight. It's a Challenger. Now, they're fairly lightly armoured. If you can actually put a shell on them, you might get a penetrating shot. I'm afraid that one was a little late. I must admit, I think these bushes on this side of the cap area are a lot more fun to play with, because there's much more hiding places you can move to whilst you're playing the game. But he's using both sides of the cap, and there's a T29. So, how's he going to do with this one? Lines up the shots. Well, he splashed him for 278, which is good. Unfortunately, I'm not so sure we're doing so well now in the southern pass, because there's only the Maushan up the other end, and he's facing two opponents. The Object 257 and the SU-101 behind the rock. So, yeah, it's looking a bit dicey. The enemy has more tanks now. They're up by 3. Now, we could probably help out the Maushan if we can take out that SU-101. Okay, there he is. There he is. Line him up. This looks good. Oh, he pulled out of aim view, but he got the kill. Would have been nice to see the kill, but we know he got it. I have the problem at the moment where I actually press the fire button and I accidentally hit the key that takes me out of aim view at the same time. I don't mean to do it, but it just accidentally happens because I'm so pressing the mouse button too hard. I can appreciate it if somebody does come out of aim view accidentally nowadays, because it's happened to me, but we normally say to people, try and stay in view. Good hit. CS-59 took that one right in the face for 464. That's the same guy who took out our IS-6. And Crown Monkey's doing the right thing. Go down the other side. Try and stay alive as long as you can. There's only 2 left on his team. It's him and the AMX 1357 versus 6 opponents. Now the CS-59 is going up into that corner to try and find out where Crown Monkey went. He just doesn't appreciate that Crown Monkey is actually fairly mobile. He knows what the P in SPG stands for. Waiting for any sight of that CS-59 to come around the corner. Here he comes. Yes! That's an ambush. He was seen. Enemy Arty shells are likely to be flying in this direction very shortly. So he's got behind the rock. Yeah, got stunned. And there's the other one. In fact, he got tracked. But he's repaired the track. Doesn't need to worry for a little while for the next Arty shell, because the M12 has got a reload time of about 25 seconds. The M53 is not going to be loaded for at least 30, so he can stick around in this area, but he could, if he wanted to, drive directly towards the northwest corner. But there's that Challenger. Can he get a shot on that guy? I hope he can. At least he could splash him. Oh, not anymore. AMX 1357 needs to get away. T29's in sight now. The AMX 1357's the one who spotted him. Lining it up. Blind hit. He got him. He hit him. but now he's got that 33-second reload, and the Challenger is really close. So he's having to deliberately go this side of the rock to avoid being seen by the Challenger. Oh, I think he has been seen. Yep, he was. And the Challenger's going to now try and take him out. Well, there's the Arty shots. They're bracketing him. That's what the World of Warships would say. Okay, he's aiming. Shotgun. That Challenger waited for ages and he didn't fire. I have the feeling his gun may have been down. And here comes the Arty shots again. Oh, the T-29! Only 2 hit points left and he's lost his gunner, but he puts him back in. I don't think he was paying attention to where the T-29 is, but the T-29's gone down to the AMX 1357. So now Crown Monkey has a very real chance of getting a win if he can survive long enough, kill the Object 257 and take out both of the enemy Arties. But he's got so few hit points now, he has to move away from the cap area. And all he can do now is rely on his 1357 teammate to show him where the enemy is. Oh, they've spotted him. Now, just needs a reset. Yep, that did it. 21 reset points. I'd say 21 defense points actually, because that's what it is. Oh, he stopped capping. I suspect that he's actually come this way and he's coming after Crown Monkey. He's got 5 kills now. Do you think he could get 6? Might be. Is he coming though? Because the thing is, we need to spot them, and the view range on this Arty is not that great, and he's not in an ambush position this time, but if he can spot the guy, he can... Oh, he can see him! Well, it was a good hit, but the guy's still moving. Barely. Just needs to get behind cover. Don't get spotted by the object, because the Arty will fire at you. You can't afford to lose any hit points now. He's so desperately short on hit points. He might be able to take out the Object 257 with one shot. It's getting it difficult to get a solution for it, so he's having to back up a bit more, open the range, and I'm not sure he's actually having much success. Only, is it 276 hit points? He could take him out. He could kill him with one shot if he can land the shell on the target or right next door to it. It's very difficult to get a solution. He doesn't want to shoot and let the guy get away with it. The rock's in the way. Got a red line on the rock. Line it up, line it up. Now! Yes! Brilliant! Top Gun! That was a good shot. I like that. I appreciate any person who plays Arty who can do that sort of thing. That's what I like to do. So much fun in the game when you get a satisfying shotgun on the enemy, or even a short range aim shot. Shows how powerful Arty can be on the battlefield. There's only 2 enemies left. They're both Arty. One of them's on the move in the swamp. The M53, M55. Somewhere out there there's an M12, and oh, he's coming towards us. Yes, there he is. Line him up, line him up, line him up. Can we get a shot? No, unfortunately that shot wasn't fully dialed in. He didn't have time to get it done, and we're now down to the last minute. So it very much looks like Crown Monkey's not going to get both kills. He's probably only going to get 1 if he gets it. 1 shot will give him 7 kills, but it won't give them the game. He's lining it up. He can do this. You can do it. Yes! Another one! And that's 7 kills, but there's only 30 seconds left and he hasn't got time to reload. If you looked at the clock, well, it's a split second is all he's got. But the M12's going to be fully loaded by the time he meets. And if he comes around that corner, it's more likely going to be Crown Monkey. The M12 is aiming. He's trying to get a solution, but he can't. And yeah, this is what I feared. The M12 would be ready for him, and he would not be ready for the M12. So it is a draw, but a really good game for Crown Monkey. Now, that's the first game in the M53, M55. Let's have a look at the second one. The second replay is General Disturbance. Yes, it's one of my replays, and I'm on the west spawn of Airfield. Okay, game started. Bit of a traffic jam to start with. Now on Airfield, there's several places I like to go to fire from. One of the best though is right down in the south of the map, and you may have seen me down here before. You can see my reload time is 31.8 seconds. I've got a reasonably good crew, brothers in arms, and well, I've also got a crate of Coca-Cola to speed up their performance, and I've got a rammer and a gun laying drive. So let's have a look and see how I get on. Okay, this looks a fairly good spot. Sometimes you do have to get away from this spot if the enemy does make an appearance. Okay, we're having a quick look towards Heavy Alley. No tanks there yet. Oh, E50M. Oh, following the target there. I saw him stop at that bush, but I'm drawn to this T95 FV4001, the Chieftain, or rather as close as we can get to a Chieftain. It's basically a Chieftain turret on an American tank hull. And there's the E50. He was actually there, but he got hit by the GW Tiger, so I fire around in as well just to be sure. Okay, we've got an M48 pattern over there as well. Oh, over here we've got a FV4001 again, and the CS59. The enemy's not behaving as they normally do. They normally sit on that corner and shoot at our teammates, but what we've got now is we've got an M48 pattern on the other side of Temple Mount coming up to shoot at our M46. Okay, we're loaded. And I was dialed in, but the target moved, and down below I see a very badly wounded E4. Rounds out. Well, he's out the game now. Yep, female commander. A lot of my tanks have female commanders. Okay, it's one of the best ways of actually getting a tank with the 6th sense straight away off the bat the moment you get them out the box. And look at this lot. They're coming around the corner in force. And I've queued up the premium rounds for the next shot after this one. E100 gets it first. And the Malshan takes the hit as well. Oh, he went up in flames. So the E100 has gone. I picked up all the stun assist off that. The M48 patterns come back. And because I stunned the Malshan, I picked up a massive amount of stun assist when he was hit. Now I'm wondering if that M48 pattern is going to make a quick end run around the south. So I'm aiming down this end, but more immediately need to deal with these tanks up this end because the M48's gone missing. Oh, he has appeared in the south, but the Leopard is a more priority target. Unfortunately, that shell falls dreadfully short. So going back to the south, we've got the M48 pattern. Now I'm not loaded, but I do have a premium round. Our M46 is trying to lean over the edge and with his gun depression shoot down into the M48. Of course, he's having difficulty trying to raise his gun to shoot at our tank. Okay, I'm loaded. Rounds out. Direct hit, 380. He uses his repair kit to get his tracks up and running again, but he's only got 13 hit points, so one shot's going to be enough. And the T-54 gets it. So where are we now? We're back to this FV4201, the reward tank. I just saw out of the corner of my eye that there was a Leopard 1 sitting on from that hill, and he got taken out before I could re-aim to target him. That's a direct hit on the T95, and our team are flooding through there now. Oh, we saw that shell bounce off the E50M. Well, the FV4201 was wiped out, and our team are now flooding towards their cap, so I think these guys are going to get a nasty surprise when they get shot in the rear. He takes out my Waffenträger. Waffenträger shouldn't really be taking on an E50 in a face-to-face. Rounds out. Lands in front of him, 386. He's a one-shot. Type 61 could probably get him. In fact, actually, it's the T54. There's only 4 enemies remaining. And I've marked where I think one of them is. Up there. They've got 1 tank destroyer, a Guerrilla 15. And in fact, the Char Future 4 is up there. I leave him because I suddenly noticed a batch at 155-55 just over to this side. And I just saw the tracer from another Arty. So I know the other one, the FV3805, is in the vicinity, probably in that corner. So I've marked him there as well. Hoping our guys come around the corner, and then suddenly we see the Guerrilla 15. Now I can't do anything about the Guerrilla 15 if he stays around that corner, but there's the FV3805. Going to try and land a shell on him, and he dies before I can shoot. So I go for the Guerrilla 15, rounds out, and he dies before my shell arrives. So that was very quick battle. Let's have a look at the end of battle results for the first game, and then for mine. Well, we can see from the first battle with Crown Monkey, he managed to get an ace tanker in the M53, M55. He's had them before, and he'll have them again. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 19, a Gauze medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And you saw he got a Top Gun. In fact, he got 7 kills, but unfortunately wiped out by that M12 before he could collect the 8th. It would have been nice if he got the Radleys. It would have been very nice, but I think really the problem was he was running out of time. He couldn't find a solution to shoot the M12, but the M12 got a solution on him. And that's why he was wiped out at the end. So it was a draw, but it was an honourable draw because he did a lot of work and he did survive right up until the end. If we look at the team damage, team score, we can actually see that he did get the highest damage on his team, but not the highest damage overall. That went to the SU-101 on the enemy team with 4,274 hit points, and he got a high caliber. But Crown Monkey got 4,021, and he did get the highest number of kills with 7. And when it came to base XP, it was the AMX 1357 that did the best with 1007. But you can see that the next high scorer was the SU-101, guy got the high caliber, and then it's Crown Monkey with 746. He fired 19 shots, got 10 direct hits, 1 penetration and 16 splash. Damage of 4,021 hit points, of which 2,662 were up more than 300 meters. He earned 30,983 credits. Pardon me. Got a mission payout of 49,267, and after resupply of ammunition and repair, took away 15,147 credits profit. He also picked up 1,163 XP. So a very good battle. If it was just a bit sad that he didn't get that last kill, because it would have been absolutely fantastic if he'd been able to get the kill on that M12 right at the end of the game to give him the Radleys and the win, but wasn't going to be on this occasion. So let's have a look at the second battle and see how that worked out. Well, that was my one, and it was just another ace tanker. Yes, I'm afraid. I've had them before on this account many times, and this was just another one. You could see from a brief amount of action you can get on this tank that you can do wonders and get a lot of damage. I only got a Bruiser medal out of it, that's all. 10 critical hits, that's all, and a win rate of 2,355, but it was a bit of fun. So if you look at the team score, Didn't get anywhere near the highest damage. That was the Gorilla 15 on our team with 5,026. The Type 61 got 3,659. And after that, the Gorilla 15 on the enemy team with 3,250. I only got 2,266. But it was fairly good for XP, because if you look at the amount of stun assist I did, you can see the Type 61 did 1,241 and I did 1,118. Now, obviously, the amount of stun assists you get as a player, if Wargaming brings in these changes to Arty, it's going to make it very difficult for you to earn those sort of figures and get ace tankers in the future, simply because the amount of credits we'll be getting and the amount of XP we'll be getting is reduced. So we do hope that you write in to complain to Wargaming saying, no, do not bring in these changes. We do not believe that they will work. In fact, actually, they would be detrimental to the game in a massive way. It'd certainly be detrimental to Arty, but I think they would also affect the outcome of many, many games if Arty are basically handicapped by all of the changes they want to make. Look at the detail report, you can see I fired only 9 rounds in that game, got 3 direct hits, but no penetrations and 8 splash. Damage of 2,266 hit points in total. I earned 73,513 credits, but I did get a mission completion or holiday ops and personal reserves, so a decent amount of profit. I also took away 8,385 XP because I got a mission completion as well for the holiday ops. So a good earner this game, but a very brief one, and a very good game by Crown Monkey. So if you enjoyed these replays, please give the videos a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching.